Hey, welcome to the Wealth Agenda. I am your host and financial coach, Tania Brielle Mabrey, and today we are talking about getting more money in your pockets to run your businesses. We are discussing access to capital with the business funding powerhouse, Emarchez Riley.
Thank you, Tania.
Yes, thank you so much for this discussion. We're about to continue it because, y'all, this is the extended interview where we go deeper. So let's get it started. So the first thing I want to talk about, right, is FICO. Uncle FICO. All right. Because that FICO credit score can be very intimidating to people. So tell us a little bit about the work that you do with credit repair.
Yeah, so we really take pride in the way we handle credit enhancement. So we call it credit enhancement here because we understand what you say to yourself is really important, right? And so usually the gap between where you are now and your credit is just a lack of knowledge. And so what we do is, of course, the step one is to clean up your credit, but also step two is to educate you, but then also build your credit. So what can we do? What can we add? What things can we use in order to enhance your credit? And then, of course, go through the funding process.
Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah. We're not repairing your credit, y'all. We are enhancing your credit, right?
Yes.
So tell me about the relationship between credit enhancement and business funding.
Yes. So with business funding, it's certain qualifications that you have to meet. And it, of course, factors in your personal credit. So you cannot have any late payments, any negative or derogatory items that's on your credit report have to, go. You also have to keep your utilization under 20% on each of your credit cards. And then you also want to have a 700 plus credit score. So, of course, that factors into how do you handle your personal finances. And so that's why we decided to add the credit enhancement portion to get people to the point where they can obtain business funding.
So what are the top mistakes that you're seeing people make when it comes to their credit?
Oh, it's definitely utilization. A lot of people think that they can just swipe their card and it just disappears. And as long as I keep up with the minimum payment, I'm good. No. And then also one other thing I would say is that also late payments is one thing. That makes up 35% of your credit report. Makes up more than any other category of your credit. And so one late payment could tank your credit score.
Wow, 35%, that's major. And so for those who may not know, what exactly is utilization as it relates to credit?
Yes, utilization is the percentage that you use of your credit card. So you want to make sure that you keep that percentage under 20%. And a lot of people don't realize that you have a statement due date and then you also have the actual statement close date. So you want to just make sure that by the statement close date, you're under that 20% utilization.
That's awesome. There's a lot of factors. Your utilization rate, your debt to income ratio, all of these things when it comes to credit repair and credit enhancement and business funding. And so I know you offer two different services. So what's the difference between your done for you service and then your DIY playbook that you recently released?
Yes. So for my people that they just need the guidance, but they want to do it themselves, or they just want to learn how to fix their own credit, we came up with the Your Credit, Your Rules playbook. And so it literally has step-by-step as to how to clean your credit. And it has different plays in order to use the one that's most applicable to your situation. Now, in the Done For You credit enhancement service, of course, we're going to do everything for you. So you pay the fee, we take care of the rest.
I love that.
Yes.
I love a good done for you service, but I also like the DIY because sometimes it's so good to educate yourself to become empowered. And so I could see how both services are really, really powerful.
Yes.
How did you decide to even do the playbook?
Honestly, I like to give options. I'm a person that I like to be able to choose what I want to get involved in as well. And some things I do like to just delegate. I like other people to do it as well, but there's also some things that I want to educate myself on. So I just kept that in mind when I thought about my audience and the people that I would serve.
I like that. So, sometimes you want to delegate, sometimes you want to educate, and you just always want to have options. That's great. I love the way that you're structuring your business.
Thank you.
So you're going to get them the money, right? First, you're going to get their credit enhanced.
Yes.
Then you're going to show them the plays on how to get the business credit.
Yes.
But as someone that is a financial coach and works with people to get out of debt routinely, what advice do you give to entrepreneurs to use that debt wisely?
Yes. So I strongly encourage, so since it is 0% interest for however many months, right? I strongly encourage in investing in cash flow only. So what that means is that, for instance, I invest in real estate, right? If you buy a buy and hold and you buy a rental property, you're investing in cash flow because you're going to get paid every single month from that property. So I instruct people to only invest in things that's going to make you more money. Yes.
Say that one more time. Say it to the camera.
Only invest in things that's going to make you more money, because the worst thing that you can do is get the funding and use it towards something that's not going to give you your return on investment.
I love that. So when you are securing the debt, make sure that you are investing in things that are going to generate cash flow and provide you a strong ROI, strong return on your investment. Because she's going to get you all the money. You just got to make sure you use it wisely.
Yes.
So what is the best piece of financial advice that you would give to inspiring entrepreneurs that are looking to secure funding?
Yes, I would say just take the first step and take the risks. Honestly, a lot of the times we don't know what we don't know. So rule number one, once you get the funding, invest in mentorship. That's the very first thing that I suggest people to do, so that you can know what to do with the funds once you get it.
That is so important. Mentorship is powerful. Funding is powerful because building businesses is so important to building wealth. And this is the Wealth Agenda Show, y'all. So we want to teach you guys how to do it. Thank you so much for sharing your funding wisdom with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So to our audience, if you guys are ready to clean up your credit, to gain more business funding, reach out to Emarchez. I was about to say Riley. Reach out to Emarchez and talk to her about getting your credit enhanced, okay? Well, this has been our time today. This is the Wealth Agenda Show. I am your host and financial coach, Tania Brielle Mabrey. We want to make sure that you don't miss a single episode of Wealth Enhancement Insights. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. Keep building.